Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lead at Any Level Live. I am your host, Amy C. Waninger, the Inclusion Catalyst. I am so excited to have you with me today. Please drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming from and where you're watching, what platform you're watching on. I will try to get the comments up and so I can see them, and I'll try to do something about the green that's coming through. I don't know what's going on with this. Some days I'm green and some days I'm not, guys. I don't know why. Welcome and thank you for joining me for Lead at Any Level Live. This week, I want to talk to you about your most important and perhaps your only strategic competitive advantage in your organization, and that is the people that work for you. The people that work for you are where all of your customer service comes from, where all of your innovations come from, where all of your product and service ideas come from, where all of the delivery happens, where all of your compliance takes place, where everything that your organization does happens. And the only way your organization can stay relevant, can continue to compete in an increasingly diverse marketplace, the only way you can continue to draw people in to work for you who are going to add to the culture and the bottom line of your organization, the only way you can do that is through the people that you hire. Ultimately, the people that you employ are the source of every advantage you have in the marketplace. Technology can be replicated, processes can be replicated, secret formulas can be replicated, or reverse engineered and reconstructed. But at the end of the day, what you're going to have that your competitors don't have are the people that you've employed. And why I bring this up is because it is so important to invest in the number one asset that your company or organization has. You must continue to invest in people. There was a report last week that showed that unemployment had reached a 54-year low. We are down to 3.4% unemployment in this country. Now, some of the industries that Lead at Any Level serves, in particular tech, finance, and healthcare, the numbers are much lower, below 2%, some of them in the 1.5 or lower percentage of unemployment, which means pretty much if people are looking for work, they're going to find work. I know that it may not feel like that right now with all the layoffs in tech, but there are so many organizations that are looking for that talent, maybe not in the tech sector, but tech is needed everywhere. Every industry needs qualified, talented tech folks to keep their industry and their organization running. So while it feels crummy to be on the receiving end of a layoff, have faith that there will be something for you around the corner if you're in that position, because there's so much opportunity right now. We have so many more open positions than people who are looking for work. Doesn't mean that workers are lazy. I want to make this point. It doesn't mean that workers are lazy. It means that we just don't have enough people to go around. And at 3.4% unemployment, which is a full 1.5 plus below where full unemployment is considered to happen. So full employment, meaning we think we've given everybody a job that wants one, is when our unemployment rate is between 5.0 and 5.2% nationwide. Again, we just hit a 54-year low. We're at 3.4%, so quite a bit below, almost 2 points below what we consider full employment. And so what that means is if your organization is not investing in the people that you hire, if your organization doesn't appreciate people and treat people well, if your organization isn't helping people think about their career paths and what's next for them, then your organization is going to lose good people, because there's another company or organization somewhere that is willing to make that investment, that is willing to show people how much they're valued when they work there. And there are so many different ways you can invest in your folks. And I'll be sharing every day this week at 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll be sharing different ways that you might show this level of investment, this level of appreciation for your employees, for your leaders, for the people that are in the orbit of the company. Because if you do not show appreciation, people will leave. They will go somewhere where they feel appreciated. There's just too much opportunity out there for people to stay where they don't feel welcome or wanted. So I am curious, and you can let me know in the comments, wherever you're watching this, whether you're watching this live, or you can even put in hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay. Let me know, are you seeing your organization invest in employees? Are you seeing them go out of their way to show people that they feel appreciate, or that they appreciate them, so that they're sure that people feel appreciated? And are they really speaking to what people are looking for in an employer and employment situation? It's so important that we do this right now. Now, there are any number of ways we can do this, from, having stay interviews where we talk to people about why are they there? What brings them back day after day? How can we continue to do more of what's working? That's one way to invest in folks. Another way to invest is by, funding their professional development goals, their personal development goals. Are you offering tuition assistance? Are you offering training reimbursement? Are you sending people to training? Are you sending them to conferences? Are you bringing people in-house, to speak or to train or to coach or to mentor or to lead those small groups or large groups or individuals? Are you invested in a mentoring platform that will help your employees find mentors around skills or, interests that they have, that they can grow personally and professionally? Are you investing in one-on-one conversations with your employees so that you're sure that you're keeping tabs on what's important to them and what their frustrations are and what would keep them around? All of this is going to be very important when we're looking at trying to retain employees with historically low unemployment numbers coming through nationwide. So that's what I have for you today. I would love it if you would join me every weekday right here at 4 p.m. Eastern for Leader Tips. I'll be sharing one tip each day on how you can invest in and retain your employees during this amazingly historic period of unemployment in our country, period of full employment in our country. And also on Thursday, I'd like for you to join me at noon Eastern right here on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube. I'll be interviewing someone who was in the role of Chief Diversity Officer at a company and has left and is looking for a new opportunity. His name is Christopher Bylone Van Sandvik. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. I had to practice a few times, Christopher. And he talks about, what it is to be in the role of Chief Diversity Officer, what that means, and why turnover in that role in particular is so high. We're seeing the average tenure of chief diversity officers in organizations running anywhere from 18 to 24 months, which is much, much lower than the average tenure for other C-suite positions, other executive level positions, that are peers of those roles. And so why is that? And what can we do to make sure that we're retaining people that we have put in our organizations to be strategic about our workforce development, our customer development, our market development, and ultimately how we're going to maintain and sustain a competitive advantage going into the future. So you'll definitely want to hear Christopher's thoughts on that and learn a little bit more about him and his professional background. I thought it was a really fun conversation. I think you will too. I also would love to share with you just a little bit of personal news from the Lead at Any Level headquarters here in Fishers, Indiana. So we have a couple of exciting things that are happening right now. Number one is we just brought a new intern on board. I'm going to talk to her about maybe getting an announcement, official announcement out to the newsletter about her joining. But Olivia, I want to say welcome and thank you for joining this team and for your help so far. I know it's only been a few hours, but I'm already so glad you're here, and I'm so glad for the work that you're doing to help us move into this new phase of the organization. I also want to talk a little bit, because it's related to investment. I invested in my people last year, my people being me, frankly. I'm the only full-time employee here at the company, but I do have a lot of subcontractors that I work with and a lot of business partners that I work with. But I spent a lot last year, invested a lot in myself. And I'm hopeful that you're seeing that come through in the content and in the presence and in the offerings that we're providing through the organization and through our social media and through some of the free offerings that we're giving you. But some of it has really started to pay off in some really interesting and exciting ways. So this just today, I was featured in Trusted Magazine, which is sponsored by Trusted Advisor. I believe they're based out of the UK. So if you have a moment to check them out, I'll post that on my page this week. And you can check out an interview highlighting my career and the work that I do here at Lead at Any Level. So thank you to Trusted Advisor and Trusted Magazine for featuring me. I really appreciate that. I'm also being featured in the February 2023 issue that just, I think, launched today from the I Dominate Speakers magazine. This is a magazine produced quarterly by the company associated with Dr. Will Moreland. Dr. Will Moreland is a powerhouse in the diversity, equity, and inclusion space. He also does a great deal of work with female entrepreneurs to help them get the mindset and the confidence to do the work that they are put on this planet to do. And Dr. Will has honored me and surprised me, frankly, by honoring me as a dominator in my industry, as a speaker and an entrepreneur in the DEI space. So if you look for the I Dominate Speaker magazine on Amazon, and I'll put a link out this week, and you'll probably get sick of seeing it, but that magazine is available starting today on Amazon, and he highlights 21 industry dominators, as he puts it, of which I am proud and honored and honestly just thrilled and surprised, I guess, to be one of. So thank you, Dr. Will Moreland, for that recognition. I greatly appreciate it. We have so much happening here, so many new things on the horizon, and I just cannot wait to share them with you all. So if you're not subscribed to the weekly newsletter that comes out from Lead at Any Level, head on over to leadatanylevel.com and sign up for the newsletter, and you'll get all the news as I'm able to get it out. And you'll also get, weekly articles and, links to series and different things that are going on, podcast recaps every month. So you can stay in touch with everything we're doing here. But more importantly, so you can collect the insights and ideas and tools that you need to lead inclusively wherever you are, whatever organization you're in, whatever role you have. I am so honored to do this work with you, to have you, in my audience, in my circle, to have you watching, reposting, commenting, sharing, liking, subscribing. It means so much to me to have you all here with me in this amazing journey. And, I love doing this work. My only ambition is to do more of it. If you would like to work with Lead at Any Level, if this is, if this is work that appeals to you in your organization, if you'd like to create an organization that's more inclusive, more welcoming, more people focused, and keeps employees and keeps them engaged in your organization so they're not looking elsewhere, please grab a spot on my calendar at workwithlaal.com, and that will put you right on my calendar. We can talk about what are your goals, what have you tried, and what are one or two things you can do right now to make a big difference in your organizational culture, to really reduce your turnover numbers and protect that investment that you're making in your people, in your strategic competitive advantage. So thank you all so much. I look forward to seeing you right here next week on Monday at noon Eastern for another edition of Lead at Any Level Live.